So all of us have this dream that we want to travel, but what happens is that sometimes we kind of get caught up on the nuances or the day-to-day that we forget to book our travel. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to effectively book some travel in the future, and then what to do once you book that travel. When booking travel, the first thing you want to do is not look at flights, all right? Not look at where you're going to go eat, not look at what things you're going to do, but you're actually going to look at your accommodations. The reason is so often we forget that the place we want to go to may be having some special event, there may be some cultural thing going on, or some big event that we're just not aware of. And so we book our plane, we book everything, we get ready, we're all right, let's find that hotel room, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, everything is 3x the price. Why is it so expensive? Oh, there's this event that we're not even going there for, okay? Obviously, if you're going for the Super Bowl or for the World Cup, you take that into consideration. So you always wanna make sure you jump into multiple websites, whether it's Expedia, Booking.com, Hotels Tonight. I love to book just directly from the hotel. There's better points, better reward system, and sometimes they upgrade you for free. And so you wanna look at all the options you have out there. Now, there are differences between hotel living and Airbnb living, or short-term rentals. And so that's something you kind of want to gauge. Are you with a large party and want access to a kitchen? Are you just intimate? It's just you and your significant other, and so you just want kind of a room with the amenities that a hotel has to offer. All those things you have to take in consideration when booking your travel. Once I have narrowed down a list of maybe 3 or 4 hotels that I really, really like, I'm going to look into the rewards program. Some hotels, I will take advantage of the rewards program way more than others. Obviously, I like to use my points, but with other programs, I like to really focus on what reward programs am I really looking forward to building on, or what can help me down the road. Some hotels are boutique hotels, and what happens is you think that, oh, they're one-off, but really they're usually part of some other bigger brand or some other network of hotels that allows you to leverage any sort of travel opportunity anywhere you go. So you want to really research into that. The last thing you do once you figure out your hotel is, if you find a great price on Expedia, if you find a great price somewhere else, you are more than welcome to call that hotel, call that property, and say, hey, look, I found this price on this website, it is this much. I really look forward to your stay. Is that the best price you can do, because I'm really shopping around? Sometimes they will offer you some incentives, free breakfast, free upgrade, whatever it may be. Look for those opportunities, and that only comes when you call in. Obviously, if you're staying in some chain hotel or something a little bit less intimate, it may not be as flexible, but give it a shot. It's worth a 5-minute phone call. The second thing you want to do is then book your flight. Now, flights are amazing. You can follow tons of TikTok pages or YouTubers that can talk to you specifically on how to find the best flights for the best prices. But I will tell you 2 different email subscriptions that you can sign up for in order to find those inexpensive flights, or flights on a budget, or flights on a deal. The first one is Pomelo Travel. Boom. Pomelo Travel has been my go-to always. They're amazing when it comes to flying anywhere last minute, or usually some months in advance, at a really awesome deal. Just recently, they had a Port of Spain or Trinidad and Tobago for less than $300 coming out of whatever hub that you designate. Obviously, if you live in the middle of nowhere, do not pick that airport. Find out one that has more international travel, or sometimes great domestic flights, so that way you get the best deals possible. The second one is Scott's Cheap Flights. A lot of these 2 flights overlap in their deals, but they are different companies. Having both allows you to get a variety of different deals, since both companies are searching for different things. I tend to get a lot of Caribbean trips based on Pomelo, and just recently having to get more European trips. If you want the best possible way to spend your points that you have accumulated, or your reward points, or your hotel nights, whatever it may be, go on TikTok and follow these 3 specific brands. Boom, boom, boom. These 3 usernames are gonna help you figure out how to spend your points, how to make more points so you can spend them, and really maximize all that time that you gotta spend out there and rack up, so that way you can just go out there and just spend them. You don't spend points like that, so, but you know what I mean. Once you find your flight, do not be bamboozled in what's cheaper and what's not cheaper. You want to make sure that the airlines that you are traveling in is going to give you the perks, just like the hotels, of that travel. For example, if I'm flying American Airlines, I know that I get to fly with a free bag, as well as anybody else with me, up to whatever people, I think is 8 or 7, I don't know. Either way, all I know is that all of us get 1 free bag because I am a card holder of it. But I know that if I fly United, I'm going to have to pay bags. So United may be $150 cheaper, but I know that I'm going to have to pay $50 there, $50 back for my bag and my wife's bag. So all of a sudden, that's $200 more expensive. And at the end of the day, I'm going to be spending more money than flying any other airlines. Then you want to figure out what airline am I closer to earning that reward or that next perk. For myself, American Airlines and Delta are my two most flown airlines, and so I really look forward to flying those because I know that I'm going to get the most rewards. Obviously, American Airlines is going to give me all the delays and the cancellations and the problems and the headaches, but they do give out some great miles, and so I just try to rack them up as much as possible at this point. I'm kind of just giving up. I'm trying to hate them, so I still hate them. Man, I don't want to talk good about them. Either way, once you figure all that out, certain airlines are going to give you better perks, and you want to figure out, hey, maybe I'm actually not going to need to pack a lot of stuff and I just need a little backpack. Then obviously your Frontier and your Spirit are going to be the ones you got to go to. Just throw in a little backpack, you pay your 60, 70 bucks there and back. Do not pack anything else. Do not think you're going to get a rollaway bag. Do not think you're going to get a check-in bag. It's not going to happen. Just wear your backpack, stuff everything you possibly can in there. If you need more layers, just throw it right on, save that money. They're going to charge you like 70 bucks per bag each way. It's ridiculous, right? That's how they make their money. So just make sure you always keep that in mind when booking your travel dates. The last part in traveling on airlines or booking your airlines is you also want to see if you have anything like lounge access or any perks like that. For myself, I'm willing to pay the extra 50 bucks if I'm deviated to an airport that has American Express Centurion lounges, because I know that that $50 extra is probably going to save me a lot of money, time, and headaches, especially if I'm traveling with somebody else. If you go to an airport, you're probably going to spend more than 50 bucks if you're with you and a party of 3, right? But having an American Express lounge, I know that I can go in with my guests, pay nothing, we eat, we drink, we have a great time. And the last bit about the travel is your transportation. That is going to be super, super crucial. I have seen so many times people end up at their destination and they just say, hey, we're just Uber everywhere. And they rack up this Uber bill of $5,000 because they just decided to Uber out of convenience. When in reality, a car rental service is actually super inexpensive when you could have just been renting a car for 30 to 40 bucks a day. Just recently, I went to Scottsdale, Arizona, and instead of Ubering all around, which would have ended up being probably around 400 bucks, we just rented a car for about $100 and spent about 20, 30 bucks in gas because it was a hybrid, and it was great. We were able to go anywhere we wanted. We did runs whenever we wanted. We didn't have to worry about, hey, what time are they going to pick us up? We can get out, get going right now, and that allowed us to give that liberty and also save a ton of money. Also, make sure you sign up for the right rewards. I love Hertz. Obviously, there's a whole scandal going on with them. You can read about that in the link below. But Hertz has been really nice to me so far. They haven't arrested me and thrown me to jail, so tortured me. So good on you, Hertz. But when you torture me, we're done. So that's kind of where I draw the line. Either way, guys, if you found this video helpful, feel free to leave some comments below on your best travel hacks. Right now, obviously, I'm just road tripping all the way to Asheville, North Carolina with the family in the back. And we're just going to go on a little exploration trip to Biltmore. So really excited. Sometimes you just got to road trip because it's cheaper, it saves you money, and it's only 4.5 hours. So why not? All right, bye-bye.